Hey, pre-notification gang. Thanks, Resub Rip. Coming along great. No, haven't seen the new Chainsaw Man yet. Thanks, the resub. Nin and Unicorn. Yeah, we got some stuff to go over today, Rip. There's some stuff going on. Thanks, Resub Stabby. And Neon. See the streamer who made working Yu-Gi-Oh! AR? I did, yeah. It was good. That was cool. Thanks, Resub Gianna. Yeah, I heard about Takeoff. Sad. Thanks, the resub Calamity. Yeah, we're gonna talk about the Elon stuff, but he's not selling it for 20 bucks a month. He lowered it. Thanks, the resub Meister. And the tier 1 girl from the jungle. You see what some Fox News anchors said about emotional support animals. No, I can't say I keep up with Fox News anchor takes. I have no idea. Unless it was like super goofy. Thanks for some Earthy Blue and gift sub Airborne. Thanks to the Prime Spooks. Hey, good luck in the service. Godspeed, Godred. Thanks the bits, bud. Thanks the resub dom size. And Leslo and Lethargic and Smokey and the bits Mac. These are the gift sub Glizzard and the Prime Chris. And the Prime again, Chris. Oh, it's just repeated twice. These are gift sub Dom size and the gift sub lethal code and the 10 gift subs Dom size. Thank you, Dom. Appreciate the big drop, man. Hope you had a good day. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone in the world's heard about Takeoff now. That shit's sad. There's some hamburger and the gift sub Spooks. And Peck and the Prime Mini Macy. And Undead. And Jameson. Happy birthday, Alex. Apex tourney is on the 5th, so it's coming up. It's gonna be a late one. That's probably gonna end up being like an all-night stream. There's the resub bread. And they give sub again airborne. It's Genesis and the resub Supa. Resub Chevy and Ethan. And Simply Ghost and Paracosm. No, I'm never gonna get into boxing. Maybe like for like general cardio, perhaps, but I'd never actually fight anyone that's not a child. Anyone under the age of 12 I'd fight. 12 is when they age out of my fight weight class. Thanks to resub Rigo, Callie, and Divine. And thanks to the gift sub Kid. Do you care about the World Series? Legitimately, not even a little bit. Thanks to gift sub Joey. And thanks to the bit Smokey. I want to know because I'd rather give you the full 20 I spent on this. How much do you actually get? So you donated 1,100 bits. So I get $11. If you paid 20 for that, that means Twitch gets 9. Thanks to the resub Drunk. Very sweet though, Smokey. Appreciate the sentiment, but don't worry about it, man. The watching's plenty. Thanks to resub Nate. Thanks to the resub Domo and the 10 gift sub Slasher. Thank you, Slasher. Yeah, we're gonna go over all these wild topics from today in just a little bit. Give everyone a chance to trickle in so that way we don't have to just keep repeating it. Today's been a pretty eventful day online. I didn't really do anything today though. Appreciate it, Slasher. And thanks to resub T-Chan, Carly, and Hidden, and the Bits Mike. And the resub Lazy and Entitled. You gonna play new God of War when it drops? Yep. I absolutely will. That's the game I'm looking forward to most this year, so I will absolutely be playing that on release. Thanks to resub Bless, Griffin, and Butterbuns. Ultra Kill's a good game, yeah. No, it's a pretty fun game. You might like it, Zax. Thanks to resub Neutered, Carney, and the Prime Fate. You see, Ricky Gervais has joined your side in the battle against James Corden. No one likes James Corden. Like, it's just like an actual fact. I know what you're talking about with James Corden verbatim repeating one of his jokes, and if I recall correctly, Ricky Gervais said it probably wasn't even Corden, but someone on his writers team. Which is what I believe too. I don't even think James Corden writes his own jokes or anything. Thanks to the 2 gift subs, Chris, and the resub, Lethos, Green, and the Prime, John. And the bit Smoky. Oh, sweet. Thanks, man. Yeah. I saw what happened with Takeoff. Thanks to gift sub, Lake. I think everyone's kind of getting the story mixed up on what happened to Takeoff. So for those that don't know, and I'm sure everyone does, Takeoff, part of Migos, he died today. He got shot. I believe it was Quavo, was playing a dice game, got into an argument. The argument escalated, and then I believe it was someone from the crew fired, missed, and then hit Takeoff, and it pretty much killed him instantly. And then he also got shot again, but he was already dead. He wasn't even taking part in the dice game. He just got shot minding his own business, basically. It's pronounced Quavo. Have I been saying it wrong all these years? Oh, my bad. What ended up sparking a lot of controversy, though, is one of the first responses to the passing of Takeoff was for someone to start filming it, and they spread it all over, I think it was TikTok and then Twitter. So someone on the scene saw what happened and immediately started filming him bleeding out. And they just started circulating that video all over the place. Which for some reason has become like the norm. Anytime there's like a fatal shooting, someone immediately just starts filming that shit. It's fucking weird. No, it wasn't even WorldStar, which is crazy. I don't even think it hit WorldStar first. I'm pretty sure it hit TikTok first. It's useful though, it's evidence. I would agree with you if they caught the whole act, but all they did was film him bleeding out. Like at that part, what's the evidence that he's bled out? Like there's no evidence there. TMZ still played it? Yeah, they sold it to TMZ. There's the resub Galloway and Alan. Hey, Alan Walker. Hope you're doing well, man. Good to see you tonight. Hope you had a good day. Thanks to the resub Paquito, Ebob, Presidio, Milan, Kingwall, Bootleg, and the 2 gift subs Glizzard. The gift sub Camille and Tier 1 Bald. And maybe Garot. Not sure yet. Thanks to the bits Lake and resub Eustace. The Prime Con and Wallhack. Because clout. Yeah, I mean, it's not like mind-boggling. I understand why they do it because it gets them early likes, clicks, and then even money since they sold the video to TMZ, but it's still fucked up and weird. It's a really weird trend. So his friends shot him? Yeah, not on purpose either. Got friendly fired by his own crew because they got mad at a dice game. He was not the one playing dice. At least that's the story I read this morning. Maybe the details have changed now, but that was the story as of 6 hours ago, roughly. Tier 1 Zawardo and Tier 1 Camille. And the Prime Fawcett and the resub Nova. And the bits Yanni. Quavo got in a fight, Takeoff went to grab him, and the other guy shot. Is that like the confirmed story now? Because the one from this morning was Quavo was playing dice, got into an argument escalated, shots fired, and Takeoff got hit. Never even involved, never even near the actual argument. So nothing fully confirmed then. Either way, tragic. How's runecrafting going? About to hit 99. So finally fucking done. Thanks for resub Atua, Matthew, Imprit, and Zantro. Oh, I'm sorry. Thanks for the bits, Yoni. I have no idea, Bald. It's a fucking terrible situation. Yeah, we're gonna talk about Twitter. Elon Musk has only been the head of it for like less than a week and is already proving me wrong. I said he wouldn't make like any change whatsoever. It'd say exactly the same. But dude is fucking cleaning house at the company and implementing some absolute brain dead ideas. So I'm sure you guys all saw he's looking to charge like $20 a month for verification. After Stephen King's like, nah, I'm out. He started haggling with Stephen King in this public embarrassment, like a humiliation fetish from Elon Musk. He's like, oh bro, but what about $8 a month? So now he's rolling with $8 a month. Here, actually, I'll just pull up the tweet so you can read it. He like starts groveling at Stephen King's feet. Like, no, what do you mean you're leaving? Does this have a picture of it? I don't feel like going to his Twitter. He's posting like 9 tweets every hour. I have to go back too far. Oh, here. I guess this is a direct link to it. Yeah, we need to pay the bills somehow. Twitter cannot rely entirely on advertisers. How about $8? I don't know how he wasn't embarrassed posting that publicly. That's so shameless. But yeah, so that's the idea. Charging $8 to keep the check mark, as well as opening it up to anyone who can pay $8 a month and have a check mark. He defends this idea by saying things like, you know, for too long it's been like a status symbol type of thing. It's elitist. Anyone should have access to it. Where's the tweet? Oh, here it is. Lords and peasant system, power to the people for $8 a month. So I think most people can sniff out some problems right away with the idea, and Elon Musk himself like refuses to acknowledge how this prevents it. But what you can do as just anybody is get verified and then just change your handle. So this goes live, there could be a million Elon Musks all verified, all promoting crypto scams, which was pointed out by Rubius. God damn it. Where did he delete his tweet? Oh, here. So Rubius point this out. What happens when a random user pays $8, changes his display name to Elon Musk using your same profile pic, starts tweeting like you, verified checks exist so people know they follow the real person. He doesn't even address that, he just said it already happens, which he's just blatantly wrong about. There's currently, at least not from the last time I checked, which was 2 hours ago, there is no verified Elon Musk scamming accounts, but there are people like impersonating him without the check mark. Whereas this can have verified scammers. But regardless, not even the biggest takeaway here. I think anyone who pays $8 for a checkmark is an absolute certified fucking loser. It should only be used by like companies, maybe. I could see that like companies or businesses wanting it. Individuals, I think that shit is trash. Like you are basically just begging to be bullied. Like that's like an elevated chat, but on Twitter. That's just a -8 in every reply. I would not take a checkmark from anyone seriously anymore. It would be too embarrassing. Thanks to the resub Legend, Orion, Sublime, and the Prime, Snuff, Sadie, Heckin, and the Tier 1 Garrote, and the resub Aiden, Gurgle, Flydog, and Zonetro. And Dubs. But yeah, his whole thing is like, it's going to... Actually, here, let me just pull it up instead of put words in his mouth. Here. You get priority in replies, mentions, and searches, which is essential to defeat spam and scams, which I cannot believe he's that out of touch. This will only increase that because anyone can do it now. So now you can have verified scams, which are going to take priority in the replies and in the searches. I'm not paying $8 a month for the checkmark, I'll tell you right now. That is no shot. That is so dumb. It is more productive to burn your $8 a month. You are getting no value from it. So when that happens, there'll be like 1,000 moist criticals everywhere, and they will all be in the priority scamming people. So it's only going to increase that problem. And you don't even get an ad-free experience, you just get half as many ads. So imagine paying $8 a month for a stupid little Boy Scout badge and then still getting ads. How silly. This is like actual pay pig behavior where you just pay someone to get nothing in return except insults. $8 for a check mark. I see why he's doing it, because now he just paid $44 billion for this pile of shit and there is no way it's making money, not even close. So he's just scrapping together every shitty idea to try and squeeze a little money into it. And he also has a problem right now where advertisers are pulling out. So not only is he losing all of his like members in the company, the employees that he's firing en masse, but the advertisers themselves are starting to pull out because they have no faith in Elon actually steering the ship. So he can't rely on them anymore, which he publicly admits to Stephen King. So he's just trying everything to make something back on this absolute massive shitpost that was so costly. Man made a $44 billion joke and is starting to regret it like a Darman video. Thanks to the Prime Cernappy and the resub Cody Kriplingo, Girlfriend, Ghost, Cosmic, Good Boy, Above AI, Bodhi, Echo, Beetle, and the Prime and the bitch Shiban and Zax. I don't exactly know what Netflix is doing, to be honest. They have stupid ideas as well. Thanks to Prime J-Lo and Dimney. So is Elon doing worse than you thought? Yes. I expected him to just take over and just keep it exactly the same and just coast. But he is already making it significantly dumber. This shit is super follows on crack. Oh, that is such a... I keep forgetting about super chats. Like, super chats is absolutely inviting wedgies into your life. If you are... sorry, super follows. Super follows invites, like, actual swirlies in the bathroom from the football team. If anyone sees that you are a super follower of someone on Twitch, you will never hear the end of it. You are going to be absolutely bullied on Twitter forever. So people don't do it. You never see super followers. Because you're paying for fucking nothing. And that is exactly what the checkmark's about to be with the $8 a month. It's so beautiful. Look at his most recent tweet. Ah, just another beautiful shitpost. Oh, to all complainers, please continue complaining, but it'll cost $8. Fucking epic. That's a fat own right there, noobs, from the mastermind of memes. Let that sink in. Thanks to Tier 1 Mr. Alright and the Tier 1 Carsonator and the resub Scoots, George, and Santa. The bit shroom. I mean, I wish he would have just shut it down. Maybe this is like a long-term play to like slowly wean people off of it, which would be pretty big brain. But it would have been better if he just like, yeah, I regret it, I'm shutting it down. That would have been fantastic. But now he's just gonna go out sad here with this one. Just a way to make money. Yeah, it's a desperate way of making money. One that I don't see going super well. The only people that are going to use it are people that do it to troll or scam. Why the fuck is a normal person gonna care about having a check mark on their name? Yeah, I'm Biff Cheeseburger from North Baptist University. I want to be verified on Twitter. I'll pay $8 a month for it. Thanks to the resub, Barmel. I know you say it, but I don't actually think you'll like if Twitter got shut down. There'd be just somewhere else to go. Like Twitter, I do spend a lot of time on Twitter. I'm very open about that. It's sad, but it is just like this like massive stream of just all information going on in the world. Should Twitter go down, which I do think would be a net positive, that void would be filled by some other platform. Thanks to the resub Rafa and the bits barely employed. Not sure yet employed. Thanks to the resub Hyperion. Thanks to the bits Zex. I saw, like, even the Elon meat writers that pretty much support everything are kind of scratching their heads here. Because for $8 a month, you're getting nothing. You get priority in replies, yeehaw, so you can say L plus ratio quicker than most people and have it at the top. Like, you don't get anything out of that subscription. They keep comparing it to things like Netflix or Hulu subs, but think of all the content you get from anything else with a subscription. Fucking RuneScape, you get an entire thousands hours worth of gameplay. World of Warcraft, and then any streaming service ever. You get fucking tons of content. On Twitter, what you get a check mark, you get a badge. It's worthless. Like if it was a one-time payment, I could see some people doing it, but a subscription, a monthly subscription to have that, nobody's doing that except for businesses maybe. No shot. And you don't even get an ad-free experience, so it's even worse than like anything else, like alternative. Thanks to the bits Carnivore, Butter, and Casey. And the resub Quick Draw, Casual, and Cheese, and Floppy. Yeah, I did see if the Fallout show is actually making progress. I didn't think it was ever coming out, but I'm happy to see that it's still moving along. Hey, glad you liked it, Casey. Happy to hear that. Sorry it took a while. I don't understand what may have went wrong. O.J. Simpson finally getting his checkmark. True! O.J. Simpson made that post to Elon. Now that Elon's got Twitter under his control, maybe now I can get verified. And he can for only $8. So we finally got the real O.J. with that checkmark. You can be like O.J. Simpson on Twitter. Let's go. Fucking huge. So I can make fake government accounts for only $8. We were talking about this on the podcast, and someone in the chat made like a really fun suggestion of just impersonating foreign policy, like higher ups, because you can do this infinitely, right? Even if you have to verify via photo ID and you get banned for impersonation, you can just do it again. You can just keep doing this over and over again and keep changing your handle to like anyone with a position of power and just going fucking hog wild. Because it's not like they're going to have like some kind of blacklist or something where, Charles White's never allowed to make an account again because he impersonated, I don't know, Elon Musk or whoever. IP ban? No, I don't think so. I don't think they even have the technology for it. Do you guys remember when Twitter got hacked and they posted all of the tools and then they eventually just came out about how archaic their technology is, which was one of the reasons they were having such a hard time with combating all the child porn on the site. What was that? How can I find that? That was a while ago now. Maybe it'll come up with this. Fuck, it was too long ago now to come up right away. Yeah, Twitter has a massive child porn problem and has for a long time. Don't know what Elon Musk is going to do to stop that. Hopefully he can take that shit down, but I don't imagine he'll make any big meaningful changes. What the fuck was that called? There was a huge article like about how old Twitter's infrastructure is, like how they actually set up the site, that they have a genuinely hard time getting rid of things. What the fuck was it? I was just talking about it with Kaya. Now I can't remember. Technical debt? You think it would come up with Twitter technical debt? Not quite. Don't know what the fuck this is. It was The Verge. Casey Newton was the offer. What was the name of the article? Casey Newton writes a lot about Twitter. How can I find that one in particular? There's the Tier 1 Brazzolini and the Tier 1 Restless. And the resub Legend, Balvaro, Sam, and Metal Gear. Aren't you possibly misinterpreting the paywall idea? Couldn't it just be that in order to get verified you need to pay money, but just because you don't doesn't mean you will? What riddle did I just read there? I'm not misinterpreting things, it's what he's saying. You're paying $8 a month, it's open to anyone. And one thing you can do on Twitter is change your handle. So you could pay $8 a month as Charles White, and then I can change my handle to whoever I want. I'll probably get banned at some point, but I could just keep doing that. I'm a little confused on what you mean by, but just because you do doesn't mean you will. I don't get that part. He said the $8 will help fund content creators. Is there any info on this? Oh yeah, he did say that. No, that just seems like buzzwords to get people more on his side because people love that kind of sentiment. I don't know how the fuck that's going to fund content creators on Twitter. Like, what the fuck is a Twitter content creator? Like, just anyone with a big following on Twitter? There's some cool artists. Yeah, but they're artists. They're not Twitter content creators. They just post their art on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, wherever, and Twitter just happens to be one of those platforms. I wouldn't call them a Twitter content creator. Changing handle removes verification. Did he say that somewhere? And what, it also cancels the $8 a month? Like, where was that? Because he did not even mention that. It already does. Display name doesn't remove it. It already does. What? It already... Wait, what? Oh, no, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, you're misinterpreting it. If you change your handle, everything goes. That happened to FaZe Clan once. No, I'm talking about display name. That won't matter. The handle can stay whatever the fuck you want it to be. I'm talking about just the display name. Or 100 Thieves, not FaZe. Yeah. Happened to 100 Thieves. I think the payable verification at this point is meant to reduce bots and not meant to signify that an account belongs to a public figure. Yeah, but it's not going to stop anything with bots or scams or anything. because it's open to anyone. You can just pay $8 a month. It's just going to be a little costly to promote your scams, but you're going to get more out of it because it's going to fool more people because of the check mark. And since it floats to the top of the replies now, and since it's going to be the first things that come up when you search things, scams are going to be much more prevalent. Assuming it goes as he has it stated so far. Maybe he has fail-safes in mind, but he certainly hasn't said that yet. He's the resub Arshando. How will this stop bots? Bots already exist now, and when you implement buying verification, you'll have the same bots plus easily verified bots. I don't know, like, he's not very in touch. It doesn't, like, I don't see how this stops spam or bots. It seems to me to only increase spam and scams, but I guess we'll see. Like, it doesn't seem to stop bots. The bots are still there, and now some of them can be verified. We'll see how it goes, I suppose. Thanks the resub, John, and Robotits, and Nick. I have seen that game before, Zax. It does look pretty good. And the bits Joey and Golden. No, I forgot to look into that, Golden. I'm sorry about that. I meant to and then just forgot. Thanks to the bits Dole, and the resub Dole, the Prime Boys. Bots and scammers already pay to impersonate Mr. Beast on YouTube. It's going to move over to Twitter now. Yeah, the thing is, like, you can still get impersonated with a checkmarked account. It's just very expensive. Like, there's a whole black market for selling verified Twitter accounts. But I think the going rate for one with, like, 100,000 followers is, like, 10 grand. Or something like that. I don't remember. But, like, it's expensive. We recently learned about that hacker who was selling... I don't even remember what he got caught for. I think it was the GTA 6 leaks or something. But one of the, like, prolific hackers made a living selling verified Twitter accounts that he'd compromise, and they'd go for like 10 grand a pop. So it was super expensive to buy verified accounts back then. Well, pre-Elon Musk. Whereas now it's just $8 a month. Was it 4chan? No, this is one of the bigger drama stories. It was a 15-year-old kid who got busted in connection to it, and he was like a Twitter verified account seller, and I can't remember the whole situation. I thought it was GTA 6, but I could be wrong. I'm going off memory now. The resub Ahmed, Cardin, Profit, and the Bitsmac. Twitter's ex-head of security exposed their infrastructure in an article titled Ex-Twitter exec blows the whistle alleging reckless and negligent cybersecurity policies. Is that what I'm thinking of with, like, their archaic technology there? Everything's so fucking old and dated. Thanks to resub J Dispo in the Prime Medium. This is a resub link. Worst case scenario for Twitter is nothing changes. Yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is more people get scammed. Like, I feel like that's the worst case scenario. Best case scenario right now is nothing changes and Twitter stays an absolute fucking shithole. Like, the optimal case is it just shuts down. Thanks to resub Hammy and Camino. Hey, good to see you, Ollie. Hope you had a good day, man. Thank you for the 10 gift sub drop. Appreciate the generosity. You see Jake Sucky's tweet about Omega Strikers talking about the scholarship program. Yeah, fucking awesome stuff. Did I have a nice Halloween? Yeah, I didn't do much. Just went out to dinner with the crew in Germa, which was fun. Did you see Ludwig's massive balls? I did. I am shocked Ludwig did a ball reveal before pretty much anyone else. That was bold. Yeah, Ludwig showed his whole sack on the Cold Ones Patreon cut. And it leaked to Twitter, so now his balls are all over Twitter. Apparently, Chad just misread what Ludwig said. He asked him if he wanted it. You know, why don't I just pull? I actually can't pull up the tweet. His balls are in it. He said, Chad asked Ludwig if he wanted his balls censored, and he said, yeah, lol. And for some reason, Chad thought that meant, like, go for it, leave them uncensored, so now his full balls are just out there. Got that whole scroty action out. Flopping in the wind now on Twitter. He's being a great sport about it, though. Handling it like a champ. He's also got a hairless sack, too, which is crazy. If my nuts leaked, you'd have no idea. You'd think it'd be like a piece of gum that fell into like a barbershop mess of hair on the ground. Thanks to resub Wojo, Batata, Kraken, and Vasher. He probably shaves them. So do I, but I still have like so much hair on my sack. I don't know. It's hard to get all of it. My pubes are well kept, but my nutsack hair, it goes so wild for no reason. It's got a mind of its own. It's like fighting for freedom down there on my sack. It just will not stay groomed. He said he thinks they're small. What, his nuts? No, he's got good-sized nuts. Strong nuts. A lot of good DNA in that sack. You max on old school RuneScape? Not yet, I'm close. About to hit 99 rune crafting. Thought you were joking, they look clean though? No, yeah, he's got like an actual bald sack. He's blessed. Thanks for resub CMG. Bro uses Nair. That's a name I've not heard in many moons. I actually remember trying Nair. I used to be really embarrassed of my facial hair. So I tried Nair once because my mom saw it on TV and said, like, you know, I know you don't like this, maybe try it. So we got Nair. It just fucking chemical burned my face. Yeah, I had no idea it wasn't supposed to be on your face, so I tried to get rid of my stash. Because my stash would always grow in ferociously. I just fucking burned the shit out of my face. Doesn't it also stink really bad? Yeah, because it's just like fucking incinerating your flesh. It's like cremating my upper lip. Hey Godzilla, thanks for the resub. The resub pansy. It's hard to say, Zach. So there's just a ton of content in the game. Did you not read the directions? Man, fuck no, I didn't read the directions. You kidding me? Absolutely not. They advertise it as, hey, pesky hair, no more, here's Nair. So why would I even think that I can't use it on my face? Next time try a blowtorch for a smoother experience. It would have been less painful. Thanks, you said Patman and Indy. No, still have not played Dark and Darker. How slappable are Ludwig's pair? Who's slapping ball? What? You need help. Find Jesus. What? Why would anyone be slapping scrotums? Testicles are sensitive. CBT. Oh yeah, CBT is just not for me, man. That's I could never. I didn't even think about CBT when he said that. Yeah, I could never. Thanks to the bits, the Prime Dylan, the resub baller, and Bitzax. Am I gonna try the new Apex map? I probably will, just not tonight. There's a resub spider guy. Yeah, I'm gonna play Outlast Trials when it comes out. I'm just not playing the beta. I didn't feel like trying to sign up to the beta. Thanks to resub rain. Playing any games tonight? Yeah, I probably will in a little while. Probably grind some more Overwatch 2. I haven't been grinding much. But there's still a couple other things I want to go over that have happened. Well, the next thing I want to go over hasn't happened recently, but it's a pretty fun story that I just learned about. Thanks, resub Bach. What do we do if we have multiple video suggestions? Google Form only allows you to respond once. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that at the time. So probably what we'll do is just keep updating the Google Form after like a week or 2 weeks. Because right now there's like 20,000 emails in it. So once we go through all those, we'll probably just reopen it again. So if anyone has any other ideas, then they can just submit other ideas. Otherwise, it would have just been a ton of fucking spam. Some of the ideas are absolutely atrocious. There's some good ones in there for sure, but some of them are just absolutely fucking atrocious. Like the stinkiest ideas I could have ever imagined. This is the Prime Enigma. Give us an example. One of them was just eat a frog. Some of them are just like, and also some are just really broad. And I think that was so they could get combative. Like, one of them was just McDonald's tier list. And I think the idea was, so if we ever do a McDonald's tier list, the guy can claim he sent it to us and should be paid. Which I guess is kind of galaxy brain, but also pretty fucking stupid too. There's a tier 1 squid. And the bits employed. Yeah, I'll try and find like some really like special stinkers to say at some point. Did you see my suggestion to pay for my groceries like Mr. Beast? No, I must have missed that one. What a banger. Cool. Thanks to the Prime Randoris and the resub Mickey and the bit Zax. At some point Zax, but not tonight. Yeah, probably do something like that, Max. Some kind of like compilation of all the wackiest ones. No, I still haven't finished Bayonetta 3 yet. The game is fucking amazing, but since I can't stream it right now, I'm just waiting. I also might just finish it on my own. I haven't fully decided. I'm itching to finish it. These are the bits employed. Thanks to the resub Big Stack, Brilliant, and the Prime Divided. Bayo is not relegated to the same status as Like a Dragon. I would be streaming it if I could. These are the bits teach on. No, that'd be way too many. How many of you are familiar with this story? This was called The Cookie Monster back in 2008. It was on Reddit today. Not like a popular post either. I just happened to refresh Reddit and there was something with like 80 updates. And it happened to be this video and the title just kind of sold me. About 2 girls that steal from the Girl Scouts. And it's actually kind of deep. Like, it gets wild. I won't spoil the ending or anything, but it gets kind of silly. And I'd never heard of this before, but I guess it was a big deal back in 2008. So I watched some of this interview and then looked into them a bit more, but here, let's start with the interview. Catch everyone up to speed with the situation.
Okay, so what happened here yesterday? I understand happened.
Basically, me and my friend Stephanie, we needed some money. We saw a girl selling Girl Scout cookies. We saw an envelope with money in it, and I grabbed it, and she drove away.
That's free money, baby.
Why did you do it?
Because we needed money. We just wanted money.
What did you...
I think the Girl Scouts should be traveling with like a safe, like a lockbox maybe, and armed security guards. Because this is not the first time I've heard of them being robbed. It seems like that's kind of common. Like, they set up their Girl Scout cookie stands outside of Walmart or Publix or something, and then someone just comes by and just... fucking mine.
You need the money for?
Just for anything. We didn't have any
Thanks to
money.
resub Whack, Pearl, Tokyo, and
It's the easy
PewDiePie.
way of getting money.
Grabbing.
But you do realize, I mean, you're going to be charged with a crime.
Oh, I was already charged with the crime and actually pissed because I should have kept that money. They charged me with all the charges I just got.
But does it worry you? I mean, that you
True.
committed a misdemeanor?
Can't believe they didn't let her keep it.
Well, nothing's... I mean, there's nothing I can do about it now, but...
What about the people who would say, all right, you know, it's one thing to steal money, it's another thing to do it from a 9-year-old girl selling Girl Scout cookies?
I mean, money's money. I mean, I feel bad it was a 9-year-old girl, but there was $150 in that envelope, and I wanted that money, and it was mine.
How brutally honest. Like an actual comic book villain. Out here teaching life lessons. $150 easy payday. The only problem was we got caught. And I would have got away with it too if it wasn't for those meddling grocery store security cameras.
I just want to say that I'm sorry for offending the Girl Scout organization, but other than that, that's it.
I like the word offending there. As if that was the problem, like she insulted them and they took it personally or something. Instead of, I apologize for stealing from the Girl Scout organization, it's, I'm sorry for hurting their feelings. So, pretty smart criminal overall. But she's not the star of the show. This was mainly the sidekick, the Robin to the real Batman, Stephanie Woods.
I mean, some people might say...
You'll see her in just a minute.
I heard one person in our newsroom call it heartless to steal money from a 9-year-old girl. I mean, that
Well,
doesn't...
it's not her money. A
I mean, it
9-year-old
is.
girl was selling it, but it's not like she was gonna make that money. So it doesn't really bother me. The only thing that bothers me is my
Those
charges
neurons are
now.
not firing.
What was the other crime that you had been charged with?
Domestic battery.
Oh, huge.
Pretty much, we just
There
saw
she
the
is.
Girl Scouts with their little
protagonist.
table, and me and my friend were like, let's get that money that's in that envelope. Because it was just sitting on the table, and it was her and her mom wasn't really paying attention. She was yapping to some lady, and the girl was just standing there by herself. And so my friend goes into Winn-Dixie. I was waiting outside of here, like ready to leave. So she grabs the envelope, she snatched it really quick, she ran to my car,
Please use
and
some
we
TJ,
left, and we parked, and we split the
Coyote
money.
and Alt.
Why did you do it?
And Necro
I mean,
and the
who
Prime
doesn't, like,
Corn.
who doesn't like money? I mean, I don't know.
But it's a crime.
I know it's a crime, but it was an easy crime. it was easy. It was
True.
sitting right there. I mean, there's
Literally taking candy from a baby. Like, you just stealing from a 9-year-old? Like, what are they gonna do? Put up a fight? No, sir. Who's a 9-year-old gonna beat? Not an adult. No shot. Like that. Yeah, that's easy crime. She's not wrong. She's making a great point. What a fucking maniac.
a lesson learned now, but I didn't think I was gonna get caught for it like that. I wasn't really aware of the cameras or anything. I didn't think about it. Didn't really think.
What's the lesson you say that you could learn out of this?
Probably not to get caught, or maybe not to steal.
I mean, do you have any remorse about stealing from a 9-year-old girl?
Right now, no, because I'm kind of pissed because I have charges and we had to give the money back anyway, so now I'm
Yeah.
pretty pissed.
Net loss,
But
unfortunately.
I mean, some people might say it's not the nicest thing to do to steal money from a child, especially a Girl Scout selling cookies.
Well, I don't know. Money's money, and it doesn't really matter to me. I don't feel sadness for that little girl. I mean, she's getting a lot of money right now from people who feel bad for her. So
Is she in the same parking lot? I just
What were
noticed
you
she
gonna
like
use?
pointed over there. Are they still selling cookies? Like, once this camera comes off, Stephanie Woods might just make her way over there, just meander over and steal a couple extra envelopes of cash from the Girl Scouts. Return to the scene of the crime, lightning striking twice in the same place.
Money for it.
probably for gas. Just for gas money and like my cigarettes and stuff. I don't know.
Are you worried about the misdemeanor charges? And
Yes, I'm very worried. I'm worried that they might come back up a month later and I'm gonna have cops knocking on my door for a warrant. So those people over there, I'm very pissed.
Anything else you want to say? Or?
Not really.
Steve, do you have any questions?
You did a great job defending yourself.
Did you spend any on it before?
Oh, I spent $50 on gas. I filled up my gas tank and that's it. But I was planning on buying like a necklace and all this stuff and a new phone. But now I guess not. We should have at least got to keep the money.
Oh, she had. I
Come on,
just.
answer the phone.
That was a flip phone with a custom ringtone. Man, I forgot all about that shit. My old
They
ringtone
brag
back
just-
when I was a kid with the Motorola
Hello.
Razr was "Let Your Shoulder Lean." That shit used to go so hard. All right, but anyway, after this, a few years later, she got arrested again. Still can't get rid of the Cookie Monster name, by the way. It's what she's forever known for, and sentenced to 6.5 years in prison. Not from stealing from Girl Scouts this time. That was just her gateway drug to a harder drug, heroin. So, yep. A pretty expected conclusion, if I'm being honest. You know, this is something I think a lot of people saw coming. But she must have hired Saul Goodman because initially she was facing 9.5 years. But she took a plea deal, so it worked out for her. Thanks to the resub. Eloric, Tang, Joestar, Sinless, Lad, Bin, Shisai, and Pterodactyl. The bits Garot. Yeah, she's got like a whole lore to her. She's like a pretty well-established character. Six years rent-free long con. True, she won't need to worry about gas money in jail. She's out of jail now, though. This was 2014, and she served 6.5 years, assuming she did the whole sentence. Like, she's out. So if your daughter's in the Girl Scouts, tell her to sleep with one eye open, because Stephanie Woods could be right around the corner. She's like the boogeyman. Being smart has its drawbacks. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, listening to her speak. Like, damn, she's quite intelligent. One of those true criminal genius masterminds. A victim of her own hubris, unfortunately. Thanks to the resub. Super cool Zattern and the tier 1 John. What happened to the other girl? I don't know who the other girl was. Stephanie Woods was really the star. I don't know shit about the other girl. I couldn't find any info on her. Maybe someone in chat knows, for someone that's a little more familiar with the story than I am. In 2009, she was also arrested for robbery and kidnapping. She pleaded guilty. Man, I tell you, you steal money from the Girl Scouts one time, and then all of a sudden you're shooting up heroin in the bathtub and kidnapping kids and robbing other places. She stole like $400 from a gas station as well. There's the resub Shrimp. And the bits Groat and Isaac. I've already seen that one, actually. Thanks for 5 gift subs, John. I appreciate that. And even 5 gift subs, Xylorix. Thanks for your generosity. Girl Scouts set her up. Oh yeah, maybe this was entrapment. Like the Girl Scouts deliberately left an envelope with like $150 like sneaking out of it on the side of the table, and they all turned around in order to catch some would-be thieves. You might be onto something. That's how they got my uncle. Oh, God rest his soul. Yeah, I remember when that was in the headlines as well. Do you know or have seen the movie Apollo 18? It's a found footage movie that takes place on the moon and there's space crabs. Is that the horror movie? The one where it's like, you don't know what's really on the moon. Because I did see that one, if that's what you're talking about. That shit was ass. Thanks to resub Bot Boy and Sigmundo. Fun fact, they also dine and dashed the Denny's 3 weeks earlier. The vid on it is called Girl Scout Cookie Money Theft. Okay, I've got to see that. Worst teenage criminals. Man, I can't believe this 14 years ago, and I never heard about it.
When two teenagers confessed to CBS 12 News, they stole a 9-year-old girl's Girl Scout cookie money near Lake Worth. Their matter-of-fact attitude stunned many of our viewers, and it made a lot of people wonder, why aren't those girls behind bars? Some answers and some more of that
I'm from the future.
jaw-dropping interview now.
You'll be happy
CBS
with where
12's
one of them
Suzanne
ends up.
Boyd. Suzanne?
Well, Liz, if you were shocked by our story last night, wait until you hear more of what these girls had to say to our cameras. And we tried to answer the question about why they're still free.
We needed some money. We
Wait, this is
saw
the same
a
thing.
$50
Necklace and all this stuff and a new phone.
Teens are buying is time. The crime is a misdemeanor, petty theft, and a deputy did not witness it. Attorney to file.
I mean, who doesn't like money?
It looks like they are.
kept that money.
Now, no, because a lot of money right now.
Is that little girl's older sister, Liz.
Wait,
It's
what?
right down the street from Gracie in the Winston Trails development. It is in the same class as that little girl's older sister, Liz.
You clicked the third. Was this not the one? Oh, final chapters. I forgot.
Turning it
You're right.
around. That's what an infamous teen who became notorious for stealing from a 9-year-old Girl Scout says she's doing with her life shortly after appearing before a judge.
I've got great news. She did turn it around. Amen. That was a mission successful. Thank God for that.
CBS 12's Juan Carlos Fanjul is here with that story. Juan Carlos?
Liz, the name Stephanie Woods has become synonymous with bad girl behavior, but with a possible jail stay in her future, she says she's becoming a good girl.
All I could say is that I'm really sorry.
Stephanie Woods seems contrite, claiming she's been turned into a cookie money monster. The 18-year-old convicted just days ago for
They actually
stealing
brought
money
the
from a Girl Scout.
They
selling
brought the
cookies.
Girl Scout in to testify. Yeah, that's the bitch that stole our money. That fucking heartless fiend. Yeah, that's her. I recognize her. Put her in the slammer.
Now, a no contest plea for a more recent brush with the law, dining and dashing from a Denny's restaurant, for which she could face up to 60 days in prison.
I'm a very
Jesus.
strong person. I could handle any type of punishment, even though I think it'd be really unfair if I got 60 days in jail.
A 17-year-old
What do you mean?
who's yet to be charged was with her in both the Denny's and Girl Scout thefts and was
Oh, now we get to learn about the
supposed to take
sidekick?
stand, but Wood's attorney was nervous. She was going to turn against his client, so she took the plea.
The family was just concerned that we didn't want to give this person a forum to continue to vilify Stephanie.
I mean, who doesn't like money?
It was that flippant statement right after stealing from the Girl Scout that drew ire from across South Florida and the nation.
Oh,
I still
South
don't
Florida,
think
eh?
it gives them the right to be screaming things at me at Publix, at Starbucks.
The teen says she is trying to change her ways despite this flip of the finger and then shove of our camera last week in court.
Hey, Stephanie, come
I
on.
don't have
Hey,
much of an
come
attitude
on.
anymore, really, except for the other day. But that was just anger. So what can I say?
Her attorney
Thus,
says Wood's
an
plea of
attitude.
No contest was the best avenue given the conflicting statements from her younger co-defendant. He says the Denny's manager did not even want to prosecute for the $25 unpaid tab. The attorney believes Wood should only serve 1 month of probation. We'll see what happens. She'll be sentenced June.
Oh, there's still more.
It's the Girl Scout cookie thief like you've never seen her before, crying.
Damn,
in
she was a
court
celebrity.
After the judge throws the book at her. Locked up and locked down. A judge says enough is enough. CBS 12's Juan Carlos Fanjul shows us how it all went down
hardball.
in court. Juan Carlos?
Liz, after today, we will not see Stephanie Woods nor her antics anymore. A judge calling her, quote, an out-of-control drug user and sent her away to get her life back on track. She will have up to 3 years to do just that.
Holy
End
shit.
of the road for 18-year-old Stephanie
Wait, what the
Woods. She
fuck?
arrived-
Wait, so she was sentenced even before the 6.5 years? Wait, did I just miss that in the article? So she just bounces from prison to prison. So she had a 3.5 year sentence before the 6.5? Was that just not in the article? Or did I somehow miss it? So the 6.5 years was for the robbery and the kidnapping. Yeah, but I didn't realize she had also served time before that. So I'm guessing this is the case that we're seeing now. Huh. Alright, interesting.
Arrived at a juvenile detention facility in West Palm Beach. Earlier in court, fingerprinting amidst tears. Woods had just been ordered by a judge off the streets into a drug treatment program.
Aqua
I am
derivative and X-ray.
I'm I'm at a loss for words.
The infamous girl who made national headlines after stealing cookie money from a Girl Scout had her troubled life unravel even more in court Wednesday. She admitted to a psychiatrist that she started drinking at age 14, used a laundry list of drugs, including cocaine, heroin, LSD, and Xanax. Stephanie says she only tried them.
Read about the heroin.
I don't abuse all those drugs. I only have one drug problem with one drug.
Stephanie Wood takes no responsibility for her actions. Your Honor, she has no remorse for taking money from a 9-year-old Girl Scout.
Even Stephanie's mother, Deborah Smith, pleaded with Judge Moses Baker for private rehab. But in the end, the judge ordering the teenager to a state facility where she will be on lockdown.
There's a possibility that she may not be alive, and I'm unwilling to take that chance.
The judge said he was ordering her into immediate custody until space opens up at a state facility because he truly fears for her life. Woods' attorney said afterwards that the drug use was overblown and that she is not a chronic abuser as she is being portrayed.
There's still more?
From juvenile detention to the county jail, more punishment for Stephanie Woods, the so-called Girl Scout cookie cash thief. CBS 12's Chuck Weber was at today's sentencing and has the judge's ruling, plus the letters people wrote to the judge.
Another sentencing for Stephanie Woods.
I'm adding an extra year because I just hate the letters from your fans.
Ordered Woods into custody and into drug treatment for the Girl Scout money theft. Today it was an adult court judge punishing Woods for failing to pay a $28 Denny's bill.
The girl deserves some time in jail.
Judge Barry Cohen reading from a letter from the public, this one recommending the maximum 60 days in jail.
Things are Bitsy and Spool and Revenge.
Looking at on the restaurant bill, what's next?
Another letter from a retired teacher.
Children now hold up Paris Hilton as their gold standard.
Those are things that bother her, that she knows she made a mistake, but she never seems to be able to rectify it in the eyes of the community.
Woods' lawyer, Louis Hanna, asked the judge to withhold adjudication, that is, keep the misdemeanor conviction off Stephanie's record. But Judge Cohen says it should stay, and he gives Stephanie 3 days in jail as a deterrent.
The judge, I think, did the right thing. I really do. Stephanie, interestingly enough, was actually asking for more time.
Lawyer Hanna says Stephanie would rather be in the county jail as opposed to the juvenile lockup.
Apparently, she can't even wear her own underwear in the detention center.
Woods now serves her 3 days in jail before going back to juvenile custody. In West Palm Beach, Chuck Weber, CBS 12 News.
Woods will stay in juvenile detention until a space in the state drug treatment program opens up. Today, her lawyer told us there will probably be an opening sometime in September.
Damn, what a story. Yeah, that shit is deep. All starting from stealing cookies from stealing money from the Girl Scouts. Wild. Crazy how it all ended up. Well, I guess not really crazy. Kind of expected. I really do wonder what her friend's doing. I wonder if she also had this kind of trajectory. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Ollie. Appreciate it, man. And thanks to Tier 1 Goop and Prime Marty and Technique and the resub, or the bits employed. She was given 2 years of probation for the drugs, after which she committed 10 probation offenses, including violating curfew, hanging with criminals, lying to her probation officer, giving an officer a fake ID, not doing community service, and stealing $400 from a gas station. Allegedly. That also could be a false flag operation from the Girl Scouts. We don't know for sure yet. Thanks to the Prime boosted in the resub Bellroom and Chicken. Thanks to the Prime Armored. Talked about the 30th anniversary Magic the Gathering packs. No, I don't know shit about them. Why? Is there something going on with it? Like drama? Thanks for your sub, Sugar Daddy. Thanks to Tier 1 Barty. 60 fake cards for $1,000. They're $1,000 a pack. Wait, what? $1,000 for 4 packs. Well, hold on, I gotta look this up now. That sounds like an absolute scam. What? Magic 30 attendees find $1,000 30th anniversary edition booster packs and goodie bags and immediately sell them to recoup ticket costs. Holy shit, these actually go for 30. Oh my god, they actually go for $1,000. What in the fuck? Yeah. Considering the previously announced retail price for 4 packs of this is a whopping $1,000. But why? Thanks to resub Luna and Classy in the Prime Warcraft. It has reserve list reprints. Oh, does it? So it's got like Black Lotus. But is it like real? Or are they proxies? They're non-tournament legal. So they're proxies. Then that's fucking worthless. That's absolutely fucking worthless. At that point, just print out a Black Lotus on your printer and get some cardboard stock. Glue it down. Call it a day. Save $1,000. What a stupid idea. I mean, the idea itself's not even stupid. It's supposed to be celebratory. But selling it for $1,000 for 4 packs is outrageous. That's crazy. Actually, everyone hates it. I can't imagine any defense of this. At all. Legitimately, I can't even imagine a single, like, brain-dead take that would justify it. They're not even real cards. Thanks to Resub Friday and Deku Tree. What happened to Omega Strikers? What do you mean? It's going strong. Right now they're having like a really cool, event's the wrong word, a really cool thing for the whole community where it's a $25,000 scholarship thing going on at the moment. Omega Striker's fucking crushing it. I was going to play in the Twitch Rivals with Dankin and Chloe, but unfortunately got moved to a day that I can't play. I really thought we had a good chance of winning it too. Dude, they're reprinting reserve list cards. Yeah, but they're not legal. It's so fucking worthless. You could just buy your own proxy for the reserve list. I can go on Etsy right now and find some Black Lotus proxies. Thanks to Resub Eater. Do you ever go to your class reunion? No. Nobody does. Thanks, Resub Blake. Don't understand what makes them not usable in game. What do you mean, for Magic? it's something called a proxy. So it's not like an actual card that they're making. It would go against the rules. So what's the point? There is no point, which is why everyone hates it. It's $1,000 for actual nothingness. You're paying $1,000 for air, I guess. Maybe a notepad. You could, like, write on the back of the cards. Thanks to the resub Akuma. IRL NFTs. Yeah, I guess kinda. Thanks for the gift sub, Imminent. Alright, give me 1 second. I think I just heard Tiana go to bed. Let me say good night real quick. I'll be right back. I'm back. Thanks, Resub Franklin. And the resub Nutmare. And thanks to the Prime Bandy and the 3 gift subs Gooch. Thanks, Gooch. And thanks to resub Rogue. How old am I? 28. Thanks to resub Rustin. You see people getting mad because WoW is giving away a TCG mount via Twitch that sells for around 3.5k. No, are they mad because it devalues their mount? I'm assuming they would, right? Oh, I actually know Spectral Tiger. Isn't that, the... Fuck. What is... The goddamn card packs? It's like a $10,000 card, right? And the card itself is valuable, but it's even more valuable because the card gives you the mount, right? It's that thing, like from back in the early days of WoW. Yeah, I know that. I saw that from the old Asmongold video. They're giving that away in Twitch chat now? No, it's not Spectral Tiger. Oh, it's Feldrake. I don't know that one. I only know Spectral Tiger because that card was so expensive. Thanks to resub Checkers and Tums. Thanks to Prime Lenari. And the resub Barbatol and Tier 1 Thelmirin. People think if the Feldrake thing goes well, they might do it with Spectral Tiger. Well, yeah, drops are the best way of pumping up your numbers for a game, at least in terms of, like, community engagement and viewership. Anytime there's drops for any game, even if it's a game that's fundamentally fucking dead, you'll still get, like, 50 to 60k viewers. So it just does wonders for a community. You know all the things with the XQC drama? Nah, I'm not one to really want to get involved in someone's relationship drama like that. That's shit that should stay private for sure. There's a tier 1 Bunny Bee in the Prime Vicer. That's not even like fun or interesting drama, it's just sad. Just a messy breakup that's publicized. There's a Prime Hellstorm. I wish them both the best. Seems very hard, but I don't keep up with it. You know about it then? Only because LSF is nothing but those clips. So I see the titles. So I am vaguely aware of it. Thanks to Resub Eternal. I started the Resident Evil DLC. I don't think I'll finish it though. It's pretty underwhelming, honestly. Maybe it gets better, but I'm like 2 hours in, and I know it's like a 3-hour DLC. It's just pretty underwhelming. Seems unnecessary. Didn't add much. The NASCAR wall ride. That was actually super hype. I don't know if I'm allowed to pull up the clip because NASCAR is absolutely cutthroat when it comes to that kind of stuff. But I'm sure most of you saw the clip. What was his name? Chastain, I think. Ross Chastain, maybe. He drives into the wall on the final turn and rides it. So full throttle into the wall and rides it. Goes from 10th to 5th and qualifies for like the big race. The biggest race. Did he turn left? He didn't turn at all. He full throttled into the wall. And the way this works is when you're making a turn, you usually can't like just have it be wide open. You need to like feather it a bit. Like there's tact to it. But he went like full pedal down into the wall And the wall, he just rode it. So that way he never had to turn. So he kept all of that speed. And on that final stretch, went from 10th to 5th. It's crazy. It was super cool. I don't think I can pull it up. Because, again, NASCAR is like the WWE when it comes to, like, locking down their official clips. So I'm not going to really risk a DMCA for the sake of it. I'm sure most of you have already seen it by now. It's pretty cool. Thanks, Resub, Hypnotoad, Leech, Leonhart, Mason, and the Prime Majestic. And the 5 gift subs, Thou Mirren. He said in a post-game interview he got the inspiration for NASCAR 2005 on GameCube. What was wild to me is even the commentators, like, they're old. Like, these guys are fucking geriatric. But even the commentators were like, that's a move straight out of a video game. And the fact that they said that like immediately, like off rip, I was like, wow. They actually just mentioned video games in NASCAR, and I had no idea they'd have a fucking clue. Like, 'cause they're old. Like, they're very old. Jeff Gordon's not that old. Bro, Jeff Gordon was old when I was a kid. Like, he's old. Who was it? It was Jeff Gordon and... Who was the other one? I don't remember the other one now. Was it Dale Earnhardt Jr.? Who is it? I might be thinking of Carl Edwards. No, it's not. Who says boogity boogity boogity? Who is that? Who the fuck is that? That's Waltrip. Oh. Damn, I really thought that was... Okay, never mind. Maybe you're right. Maybe they're not the old commentators I was thinking of. There's a resub R-Dub and Brit. Nah, I can't say I saw that, Sophie. I can check that out, though. Thanks to the resub, Izzy. Can this man's forehead get off my monitor? Have some fucking respect, man. This is Stephanie Woods. She stole money from the Girl Scouts. And then, subsequently, years later, it spiraled into a full life of crime and drug abuse. Thanks to resub, Tegu and Sprice. Your Kojima announced Shio Kitsune is also starring in his new game. She was Yukio in Deadpool 2. Oh, that's cool. Markiplier got nominated for an Emmy. Oh, I saw that. That's actually super cool. That's super hype. Yeah, In Space with Markiplier got nominated for an Emmy. Ever played World of Horror? Probably. I played like every horror game ever. You think you'll ever get back into Final Fantasy XIV? Probably not. Oh. You saw Madison got called the scariest game ever by the Science of Scare Project. Was that a real thing? I thought that was just a meme. It's official. The world's best kept secret is finally out. Madison is the scariest video game ever made. According to a study made by the Science of Scare Project, Madison is the scientifically scariest video game ever made, informing us that the average heart rate when playing was a staggering 97, peaking at 131. How many people did they test? I mean, we played it. It's fine. Like, it wasn't bad or anything. I certainly wouldn't call it the scariest game ever made. Huh. Thanks, Resub Don. And the Bit Stankler. And the Resub Zombina. I don't think Dead Space is like an amazing horror game. It's just a good game. Thanks, Resub Alex and Grismith. But yeah, I definitely don't think Madison is the scariest game ever made. I don't know what I'd give that title to, though. I just don't usually get scared from horror games, so maybe I'm just not the authority to talk on it. Is it Prime Exalted? You ever finish it? Madison? Yeah. Madison we finished in one stream. It's not a long game. Thanks, Resub Charles. Thanks, a Prime Cloudy in Tier 1. Ligma? PT or Outlast? PT was good. I did like PT. Outlast is also good. I think both of those games are good. Thanks, the Prime. Mahout. If you liked PT, you will love the Resident Evil Dollhouse. I doubt it. In the DLC right now, I think I'm at the Dollhouse. I don't know. I think the whole Dollhouse trope is super embarrassing, how overdone it is. It's just not really scary. There's a resub emblem. Only Dollhouse for me is Jerma's Dollhouse. Amen. It's the best part and you stopped right before it. Oh, that's unlucky. I was tired. He's a Tier 1 Notorious. It's just not a fun DLC, man. It's just fucking boring. It's super slow. It's not interesting. He's a Prime Claire. When is Tradition? Are you talking about the Dark Pictures tradition with Jackson? Because that should be pretty soon. I think the new Dark Pictures games come out soon. Thanks, Resub MG. Thanks, Resub Enchilada. What do you think about Midnights by Taylor Swift? I haven't heard any of her new music. I didn't listen to her album at all. Are you normally a big Swiftie? Not really. I don't mind her music. I think it's fine, but I'm not like a huge fan. Thanks to resub Kayleen. You listen to the Polyphia album? Not all of it, but their song with Chino is so good. Chino is probably like my favorite vocalist of all time. And he worked really well with Polyphia. Thanks to resub, Here Comes Ham. Does Charlie seem like a Swiftie? Thanks to the resub, Cleo. Twitter is canceling her because in Anti-Hero she steps on a scale. Oh, I vaguely saw glimpses of that the other day. I haven't heard any of the songs. I haven't watched the video. Apparently she steps on a scale and it says she's fat or something. And a lot of people were upset about that. I don't know. I don't really know the situation. I didn't see it. But it seemed like a pretty weird thing to get mad about. She removed that scene. Oh, interesting. Still seems like a weird thing to get mad about. I imagine it wasn't used as like a insulting fat people kind of thing. It was probably used to talk about like insecurities or like body dysmorphia or something. I'm just guessing since I haven't heard the song. But I can't imagine it was used in a context to like attack fat people. Thanks to resub tattoo. You see, Taylor Swift became the first artist ever to occupy the entire top 10 of the Hot 100 Billboard. That's pretty huge. God damn. Is it good? Like, is her music good? Like the new album? Couple yeses, a lot of no's, mostly no's. Okay, so it's like 60% don't like it? Ish. I mean, I'll listen to it at some point. Won't be tonight, though. No shot I can listen to Taylor Swift on stream, but I'll give it a whirl. Why not? There's a resub Edgy and Seth. You really think gamers watching Twitch are her target audience? Yeah? Fucking obviously they would be. Who else is she targeting? Everyone's on Twitch. Everyone. The girl of your dreams right now is probably watching this stream and just waiting for you. You just gotta make the move. Everyone's on Twitch. Thanks to the resub, Ronan. The Prime Hebby. Did you film the chicken sandwich tier list and the Burger King menu items in the same day? No, there'd be no survivors if we did that. They were 2 different days. Thanks to the resub, Baby Cakes. Ooh. Well, let me look something up real quick. Okay. Have you seen Octo Games? No, is that a new game? Nope. It's a new YouTube movie.
Aren't you so excited? We get to be in the new Jax Pro video.
What's up, guys? Welcome to game 1 of the Octa Games.
Jesus.
8 players, 1 winner.
What's the prize?
The winner is gonna win all of my social media accounts, my sponsorships, and my 100 million followers.
Yikes. Thanks to Prime Juan and the resub Ferrets. What is this? Is this like a fan project, or is this on streaming services? No, just okay. I mean, might as well finish the trailer. I've come so far.
The first game is Simon Says.
Like the kids game?
Shooter. That's not a game for kids.
Put your hand on your head. Sadly, you are eliminated.
Oh my god.
And you know what? The fun is just beginning.
This is just unapologetically
kids games.
Squid Game.
Kids games to have a winner and a loser. The prize is mine.
What's the point?
You have cheated your way through this whole game.
You really thought winning 100 million followers would be easy?
Good luck, sweetheart.
We need to find a way out of here.
You will not take this from me!
This has to be like a YouTuber project, right?
Fun!
Simon Says. Hide and seek. Capture the flag. Musical chairs. Hopscotch. Hangman. Tetherball. The obstacle course.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch this. Jesus Christ.
You're gonna kill me! Congratulations! You're the official winner of the Octa Games! You know, I really think this is gonna be my masterpiece.
I am absolutely going to watch that. What a disaster. Where is this coming? Yeah, let me look it up. Let's see. Octa. Oh my god, it's out. It has a 3.8 out of 10. Honestly, much higher than I would have thought. Where can I watch this? What the fuck? It's on Amazon? It doesn't come up for that. Let me be more specific. Yeah, you're right. It's on Prime. I am absolutely going to watch that. I'll keep you guys updated. Wow. Holy shit. Cool. I hope it's fun bad at least. I got excited for the Grim Cuddy because it looked fun bad, and it was just miserable. I know Elvis the Alien just made a video on it. I imagine he's going to share the same sentiment, where it's just fucking boring. Like, it's not enjoyably bad. It's just mind-numbing. Watch Party the Octo Games? Fuck no. Absolutely not. That's for me to enjoy. Don't worry, I'll paint a picture of how it was when I watch it. Thanks to give sub Mark and the resub Krez and Teak and Nina. This is just The Fiend from WWE. Don't know The Fiend, but yeah, it's just very low effort, creepy thing for kids. The movie itself is so stupid. It's just so dumb. Like, it starts off enjoyably bad and then peters out quickly. It preaches for like 30 non-stop minutes about how dangerous phones are for the youth. Like, the entire first 30 minutes is spent like, phones are very bad for a developing child. I don't know if we should let our kids spend so much time on those screens. Just over and over and over and over and over again. Not wrong. I mean, like, the message isn't wrong. Like, yeah, kids shouldn't be, like, unsupervised on their phones every hour of every day as, like, an 8-year-old. Like, yeah, I certainly agree. But I also don't want to watch a movie where it just keeps reaffirming that for the first 40 minutes. Phone Bad, the movie. Pretty much. Do you guys care about spoilers? I'm just going to assume you don't. At least you shouldn't for the Grim Cuddy. The whole message for the entire first half of this movie is phone bad. And then, I guess they were trying to do like a Game of Thrones Season 8, subverting your expectations, where now it's not phone bad, it's parent bad. So the movie is all about the Momo challenge from back, like, 2016 or whatever, which was that creepy, goofy picture where it was like, Momo asks you to cut your finger. Cut your finger for Momo, kid. And then that became like some hysteria in the news because they're like, oh my god, kids are cutting themselves because Momo tells them to. If you see Momo on your kid's device, beat your kid quickly before Momo does. Like, it was just this crazy outrage over this Momo internet thing, which was just like a picture with like a chain text, like you'd get in an email from back in the day, like, send this message to 6 of your friends, or else the Google Gobble's coming to your house and eating your vegetables. You know, that garbage. But that whole Momo thing got to be so out of control. And they made an entire movie based on it. That's Grim Cuddy in a nutshell. I give you the 25 gift subs, Turbo. Really appreciate that fat drop. God damn. Thank you, Turbo. So in the movie, the Grim Cuddy spreads through like a picture of him. Once you see the Grim Cuddy, then the Grim Cuddy's he's on you. He's got like the UAV activated. He knows where you are at all times, and he comes at you with the little knife, you know, like cut you up a little bit, and no one else can see him except for whoever's being targeted at the moment. And the big twist is it's not the Grim Cuddy himself that's spreading through the phone that's leading to him hurting and killing kids. It's the parents that are freaking out about the idea of Grim Cuddy that are powering him. So the more upset the parents get about the Grim Cuddy, the more likely the Grim Cuddy is to attack their kids. And it's just like super dumb. It's super stupid. So who started it then? A mom who was like overprotective of her child and saw a picture of the Grim Cuddy and was like, oh my god, the Grim Cuddy's gonna kill my son. So she kept freaking out about it, and the Grim Cuddy really did show up, start cutting her son. But somehow her son pieced it together like, my mom's a fucking weirdo. She must be the one conjuring this demon. So he went and stabbed his mom, and then the Grim Cuddy went away for a while. It's a really silly movie, but not fun silly like I was expecting it to be. Is the 5 gift subs Notorious? Thank you for that, man. And thanks for your sub, Spider and Trizzle. No, Unfriended really wasn't nearly as bad. Unfriended was fun. So is it supposed to be a message towards overprotective parents? Yeah, I think that's the idea they drive home at the end. But it completely contradicts their messaging at the beginning. Which may have been the point. Maybe it was supposed to be that way, but it was like this weird, out of nowhere decision that didn't meld super well. Thanks for the resub, Solarsh. It's like the Babadook. No, it's nothing like the Babadook. Babadook's not good either, but Babadook was at least enjoyable. Thanks for the resub, Marlsmo. And the resub, Pizza Man. There are so many people that like the Babadook, and I don't get it. Like, I understand why people like other horror movies that I think are lame, but the Babadook is one I just don't get. There's only a couple of times where I felt like they were even trying to be unnerving or scary. Unless you just really found the Babadook jingle scary, like, Babadook, Duck, Duck. Because that's like half the fucking movie from what I recall, and nothing else. There's like no substance to it, and it has the worst ending ever. She keeps it as like a pet. It's stupid. Spoiler? Oh, I guess that is a spoiler. It's an old movie. I'm sure that spoiler shit has expired by now. You missed the symbolism? I think the symbolism was supposed to be about, like, overprotective parents, but maybe you're right. It doesn't make the movie any better if I can just look at it and be like, oh, so that's what they were trying to say by boring me to death. It's about grief. Ah. Thanks a resub. Crow and the Prime Anseli. And the resub Psychic. The Prime Woozy. I didn't know there were so many Babadook fans. God damn. It's acclaimed. I remember it was big on Tumblr. I didn't know it was like actually super popular though, like well respected. Hold on though, I want to fill up my water real quick. Give me just 1 sec. Thanks to the bits, Matcha. And no, I didn't see what Daniel Radcliffe said. It's the first time I've seen that. Notorious in the Prime Jonah. The resub, Jimmy Chungus, Narcogenic, and Jay. And the Prime Jackson. And thanks to the Prime, Who You, and Tomato. And the resub Father 420 and Prime Felix. No, I still haven't started the new Bleach season yet. I will at some point though. Thanks for 5 good subs again, Dong. Thanks for gift sub, Lemon. Have you seen the Paranormal Tales? Have you seen the Paranormal Tales game trailer? Is that the body cam horror game that I keep hearing about? Yeah, it is the body cam horror game.
Daddy.
I kept seeing this float all around
Daddy.
Twitter. I didn't really look at it though,
Come here,
past just
boy.
like a couple GIFs.
Into him. Teddy! Teddy, come on now! Teddy, for fuck's sake!
Whoa! Jeepers! That wasn't Teddy. Man, the graphics are pretty impressive. Is this Unreal 5? Oh, come on. Cool. It is Unreal 5. Nice. Yeah, it looks cool.